How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? Unique New York. Unique New York. Making videos. Energy. Big energy. Big energy.
Subscribe. You must subscribe now. Subscribe.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shrady, and welcome back to the channel. So today, we're talking about the Community Day Pokemon, also known as Spheal. Spheal. Yes, Spheal. And that Pokemon can evolve into Walrein eventually, which now can get 2 legacy moves, also known as Powder Snow and Icicle Spear. And when I heard about this Community Day, all I heard about was Icicle Spear, and I was like, you know what? I don't even care, because Icicle Spear, even if it's a good move, doesn't really matter, because Walrein only has Waterfall and Frost Breath, so it's not a great Pokemon, but it got Powder Snow as well, and that means it actually went up to number 4 in rankings on PvPoke. That's a huge jump, considering Walrein sucked it sucked eggs out of chickens' bums for the longest time, and now it's actually viable and very, very good. So we're going to take a look at that Pokemon today, and I know a lot of content creators probably beat me to this, but I'm going to do a video anyway because I really want to highlight how crazy this Pokemon actually is. So yeah, if you want to enjoy this video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like down below, and if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Why haven't you subscribed? Why? So if you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy the content, I'd appreciate it if you left a little click on that subscribe button, as well as turning the notifications on so you can get notified when I post a new video. I'm going to be posting more often, as you might have guessed. I appreciate you guys. Stop fucking crap. I appreciate y'all being here, and let's go ahead and roll the intro and get into the meat and potatoes. Put it in the montage. Nice sack, bro. Professionalism. I love you all. Alright, so I went into the Go Battle League today before Community Day even started, and I was seeing Walreins left and right. And there was a reason for that. This Pokemon is actually really, really good, totally worth your investment. So if you haven't evolved it yet, evolve it as soon as you possibly can. Get one of these for the Ultra League, get one of these for the Great League. Hell, if you're an absolute Spice Lord, get a hundo and make that one for the Master League. It'll be nuts. Probably won't work well in the Master League though. But yeah, I decided to use a Shadow Walrein, which actually kind of hurt because the Shadow that I had was like a rank 31 Shadow Celio, and it was the only one I had without frustration, so I just evolved it and sacrificed the Celio to the Elder Gods. But that's okay, because we got Shadow Celio and it's got decent IVs. And let's skip across this screen. Let's get out of here. Let's take a look at the team I ran. So this team could be optimized. I will tell you that right now, but let's go through it real quick and I'll show you what I mean. So we've got Medicham in the lead with Counter, Psychic, and Ike Punch. And then we have Shadow Walrein with Powder Snow, Icicle Spear, and Earth Kuwake. And then we have the little bunny Dirt Rabbit in the back with Mudshot, Fire Punch, and Earthquake. So the reason I say this could be optimized is because I think Diggersby could be replaced with something else that would do the same job. Now with Medicham and Diggersby on the same team, if you go up against a Bastiodon, you're looking good, or a Galarian Stunfisk, you're looking good. So that's I like that, because I hate Bastiodon and I hate Galarian Stunfisk. But let me know in the comments what you think Dirt Rabbit should be replaced with, because I think there is a better Pokemon that could go there to make this team more cohesive and work more properly. So either way, that's enough talking. Let's get into the videos. And also I want to let you know that I'm not going to do as much editing today because I'm doing this on Community Day and trying to get this out as quick as possible. Okay, picking up a negative lead against a Trevenant. We're going to immediately switch into the Walrein, and the opponent comes out with a Walrein of their own. So interesting. Well, we're both running Shadow Walreins. I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake here. If this lands, this will do massive damage to a Shadow. Shadow versus Shadow, yeah, it does a lot of damage there. So I'm actually going to shield this up. If they bait me, that's still okay, because I can go for an Icicle Spear, but they do go for the Earthquake, and at that point, I'm ready to farm this thing down. And by the way, these Powder Snows are double resisted, both water and ice double resist. I know this isn't another Earthquake, so I'm going to let the Icicle Spear come through. I farm all the way down, and now I'll see what happens. Okay, Drapion comes in, so they don't have much of a response here, and I have a ton of energy from being able to farm down the opponent's Walrein. So I'm gonna go for the bait here. I get the bait, and now I'm only one only one Powder Snow away from the Earthquake. They probably think this is an Icicle Spear, but it's not. It's an Earthquake, and bye-bye Drapion. The Trevenant is the only thing left. I'm able to get to an Ice Spear here. Things are looking really good. Walrein might even sweep. That's what I was hoping for, but I think I'll get Shadow Clawed down before that happens. So I'm actually going to come over to the Medicham just to sack the Medicham. Medicham's completely useless when there's a Trevenant on the opponent's team. So we're going to let the Shadow Ball come through. That's fine. He does get one more Shadow Claw there. And at this point, I think I come in with the Diggersby. And Diggersby is usually... Oh, I actually come in with the... That was a bad idea. It doesn't really matter. So I fed him a little bit of energy there because I'm dumb. And so he's going to have to go for Seed Bombs, which Seed Bombs are super effective, you know. So you get a little bit of damage there, but those Shadow Claws are double resisted, so I'm not going to shield a thing, and I'm going to go for the Earthquake just because I can. You know what I mean? Just because it's a possibility to BM, I'm going to do it. You know how I am. I'm going to do it. All right, so that's a very good first battle, showing off how Shadow Walrein can almost sweep an entire frickin' team. You'll love to frickin' see it. Don't pay attention to that. That's not the right video. All right, we'll play these in order, I suppose. Wait, these are right. Okay, these are right. Okay, we got this. All right, we got this. All right. And sorry, because normally I would cut that out, but I don't have time to edit today, so sorry about that. All right, picking up a lead against a big fat Umbreon that flies. So we're gonna be going for Ice Punches here. This isn't that bad of a lead, to be honest. I'm going to be building up to the Psychic just to make him think that maybe I'm stupid and I'm going to throw a Psychic. So, I don't know. I usually do stuff like that. They are at 7 Snarls, which means they have 2 Aerial Aces loaded. And I'm going for the next Ice Punch. They are actually deciding to overfarm quite a bit here. And at this point, I get the shield. I'm going to be coming in with a Walrein here. And they come in with an Azumarill. And guess what? Walrein now beats Azumarill. How crazy is that? As on Bomberill, taking the Earthquake to the face. What are you going to do? I can even not shield this, by the way. I could not shield this. I do not shield. Okay, so I do let this go. It's going to be a play rough. It will do quite a bit of damage, but those bubbles are resisted. And now it's 2 shields to 1, and I have another Earthquake, and I doubt they shield this. They're probably just going to sacrifice the Azon Bomberill to the Elder Gods. Mandibuzz comes back in to throw. And because this is a Walrein feature, we are going to be shielding up this foul play just for fun, just for shites and giggles. So we're double shielding here. Not recommended, definitely not recommended, but we're going to do that. And then I'm going to overfarm quite a bit and going to throw this Icicle Spear before they get to their next move. Possibly could have farmed down there, but it was risky, so I decided to just throw. And there's a Swampert in the back, and that's not good. So this is very rough. So we spent both shields. This is why you don't spend both shields so early. So we're going to come in with a Medicham and force them to throw a Hydro Cannon to take me out, which they do. And now I think I come in with the Dirt Rabbit. I know what his name is, but I'm just not saying it. All right, so Dirt Rabbit comes in, and we're going for the Fire Punch. This is resisted, but I expect to get a shield here. And at this point, I'm ready to just let them, you know, throw 2 Hydro Cannons to take me out. And that's fine with me. That water type is super effective against ground, and they're definitely going to get to another one before I get to a Fire Punch. They are forced to throw so that they don't get to that Fire Punch, so I go down there. And now Ice versus Water, and Ice wins with 1 HP. Take that, Swampier. No one wants your French nonsense. By the way, if you're French, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just talking about the Swampier. It's a... You wouldn't get it. Alright, picking up a lead against an Azon Bomberill, and a lot of people think that Medicham versus Azon Bomberill is a negative matchup for Medicham, but you would be wrong. Well, you're not totally wrong, but Medicham can win this going straight Psychic, And so I'm going to shield this up, I believe. This is probably going to be a play rough, which would be doing super effective damage. So I shield that up. Also, the IVs on my Metachamp are not great. I actually picked one before they introduced the XL system that I was going to build, and then once the XL system came out, then I built it. Anyway, I'm rambling on. So I safe switch into the Shadow Walrein. By the way, I think Shadow Walrein is rated #1 on PvPoke as a switch. So just to let you know, and this is why. As you see here, I'm going up against a Metachamp that's doing super effective damage, and I am absolutely annihilating this thing with Icicle Spears. So I could let this go. Let's see if it's an Ice Punch. It's a Psychic. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because this will give us an opportunity to farm down the opponent's Metachamp with our own Metachamp. And we have 2 Pokemon that together can beat Azumarill. I will say that right now. We have some extra energy from farming that down. I immediately come in to catch the Play Rough because I was expecting them to throw right away. And they do, so I catch the Play Rough. And now the last Pokemon is a Walrein. And this is not looking good. This is a terrible matchup to be in. So what we're going to do here is let the Icicle Spear come through. It does quite a bit of damage. We're going to go for the Earthquake here. I doubt they shield. Walrein actually has some decent bulk to it. It's not the bulkiest, but it's good enough that it literally... Okay, I actually get to the Fire Punch, so this might not be over for me right now. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so they farm me down, and now I come in with my Metachamp, and I am forced to shield this up. They do have enough for an Earthquake, but it is just an Icicle Spear. So they get to the next one, and I will survive the Icicle Spear here, and I should be able to farm this thing down. And let's see what happens. They come in with the Azumarill. I could have overfarmed there, but I just wanted to take this thing out because I probably forgot how much energy it had. I don't think it had any energy, but I am able to farm down. So that was not over for me. I was able to take that win. Dude, I've been doing so good with this team. I will say that. But like I said in the beginning, there are replacements for Diggersby that could make this team quite a bit better, so look out for that. All right, picking up a positive lead here up against the Walrein. We're doing super effective damage. Those counters are adding up real quick, and the opponent comes in with my worst nightmare. This is one of the reasons why I think Diggersby could be replaced with something else that is weak to fighting that could help out against matchups like this, because Defense Deoxys technically can beat my whole team. So that's why I'm staying in here. I'm staying in, and now I'm trying to come in with the Diggersby. Diggersby will be able to tank pretty much any move here. Thunderbolt is double resisted, Rock Slide is resisted, so they're going to have to go for Psycho Boosts, and they don't really do all that much. I go for the Earthquake here. Fire Punch would not KO, so that's why I'm going straight for the Earthquake. We do take out that. And we know that Walrein's coming back in, and they actually throw right away, which is good for me. But I should still be able to get to a Fire Punch here to do a little bit of damage before getting farmed down. 2, 3, 4. All right, so they should be having 4 Powder Snows after I land this Fire Punch. Now my mouth is so dry today. I got these new meds that make my mouth dry. All right, we're coming back in with the Metachamp, obviously. And again, we're going to shield this up because we expect them to have possibly an Earthquake, but it is an Icicle Spear. And now I'm going for the farm down once again. We got to see how this plays out. Alright, so will they let us farm them down? They do not. They have a Nidoqueen in the back, and that's a good sign. Nidoqueen, this team loves Nidoqueen. The entire team beats Nidoqueen. So we get a shield there with the Ice Punch. Now we come in with the Walrein. We're going to let the first Poison Fang come through, as the second one will do more damage. We're going to be over-farming quite a bit, and then we force a CMP tie. I didn't know it this time, but apparently Walrein loses the CMP tie, so that's okay. So now we are double debuffed. We're definitely going to be going down here, but I should be able to get myself low enough that the opponent will not get much farm. That's why I over-farmed there. I wanted to have as little health as possible for the next Pokemon to farm me down, because Walrein's going to be able to get a lot of energy from farming me down since those Powder Snows are double resisted. And unfortunately, because they farm me down, they have an Icicle Spear, and that's going to be taking out my Metachamp, so yeah. But yeah, just to let you know, I kind of tanked a little bit of rating down to... I was at about 2150, and with this team, I got all the way up to 2445, I believe. Alright, so we pick up a positive lead here up against an Umbreon. The opponent is staying in, which is telling me that they have something else in the back that does not like Metachamp. So That's very good for us. We're going to stay in here, obviously, and tank these Foul Place. Foul Place hit for neutral because Psychic Tick's super effective from, and then Fighting Resist Dark. But we are doing super effective damage here, and we are able to hit for neutral, at least with the Ice Punch. And I'm going to go and just try to catch here on my... Oh no, I actually decided to farm down. Okay, this makes sense too. So we're going to shield up once and then farm all the way down, and we'll come out with a lot of energy here. We are getting close to having 2 Psychics. You can't actually stack 2 Psychics, but we are at 100 energy now, which means we're going to be throwing a Psychic, which is nice. And then we go for the next Psychic after 2 more counters, and that's fine with me. So they shield the first Psychic, which is pretty interesting. It doesn't do that much. And they shield the second Psychic, so that's mistake number 2, my friend. So we're going to see how this goes. I come in with the Walrein, they come in with the Drapion, and my god, am I going to try to catch on the Diggersby. You know I am. So we're going to put this Diggersby out here to catch this Crunch. I was hoping for like a Sludge Bomb or something, but Crunch is fine too, you know, who cares? Alright, so we're not going to shield anything here. We got that Azumarill. It's still not very healthy, but there is an Azumarill back there. We're going to overfarm just a little bit. It only takes 5 Poison Stings to get to a Crunch, so you got to watch out for Drapion. Drapion is very spammy, but we do take it out with the Earthquake, and now they are going to be forced to throw if they don't want to have to tank an Earthquake from me, so I'm going to let this go because Walrein's Earthquake does more damage than Diggersby's Earthquake does. Plus, we will resist everything except for Play Rough. So let's see how this goes. I'd imagine they probably bait. They probably think their win condition here is to bait. And I shielded it up just because I thought they're probably going to go straight Play Rough, but they actually do bait. Even if they didn't bait, and even if they went for a Play Rough and I didn't shield it, I'd still be able to win this just because I can get to the second Earthquake and take out the Azon Bomb Batom Brom Bom 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 Tom Brom Brom Bom Bom Tom Bom Bom Batom Batom Bom Bom Azon Bomb Batom Brom Bombadil. Oh yeah, and I got my ELO here that you can see. And yep, up to 2445. And then this next one's funny. So I haven't seen this team in a while. Oh, that's the wrong one. Is that it? I think this is it. I have not seen this team in a while. Yeah, this is the one. I haven't seen this team in a while, and I'm sure you guys haven't either, but here you go. Here it is. Bastiodon with a Shadow Victory Bell safe switch. You already know what team this is. You already know. Wallower has popularized this thing. It seems like more than a year ago at this point. So actually coming with the Walrein here, we are taking super effective damage, where we are also dealing super effective damage. But the thing is, we want very little health here. We want very little health. I made a mistake here by throwing this Icicle Spear, I realized, and that's why I stopped tapping the bubbles, because now Bastiodon can come in to farm me down. But I'm hoping that Walrein can tank these Smackdowns long enough to get to an Earthquake. And look at that, the Smackdowns actually aren't doing all that much, and I do get to an Earthquake, which means this Bastiodon is either going to have to shield or go down. So they do shield, and that's looking very good for me, because what are my other 2 Pokemon? Medicham and Diggersby? Oh yeah, that's right, Medicham and Diggersby. Hey Bastiodon. No. Just no. Bastiodon? Bastiodon? No. Alright, looks like they were trying to catch an Earthquake on their Shadow Grottle. This is like the original, what do you call it? Grass Hole team with Shadow Grottle, Scrotum, Shadow Scrotum, and whatever his face is. Alright, so we come in with a Medicham, and the opponent knows it's over at that point. What can they I mean, I don't know. Why are you running that team is my question. Alright, into the next battle here. This team has been doing me so well. Alright, into the battle. We're going up against an Umbreon. The opponent comes in with the Venusaur. I'm going to come in with a Walrein. Alright, so this actually is going to be a rough matchup to be in. We're both going to be able to do super effective damage, but Walrein gets the Icicle Spears quicker than Venusaur gets to his Frenzy Plants. So let's see how this goes. We get the shield, very nice. We go for the next one, very nice. They sneak in a Vine Whip, that's not very nice, but maybe we get both shields here. And if that's the case, I'm okay with that. And then at this point, I realize his other Pokemon is an Umbreon. So I don't have anything to worry about. I don't really need to win Switch here, but I got both shields, so that's looking pretty good. I'm going to come in with a Medicham here and farm down with the resisted counters. Probably going to have to tank a Frenzy Plant here. It's going to do a lot of damage. I might even shield this just because I know that Umbreon's there. Okay, no, I let it come through, and then I farm down. They stopped attacking there for some reason. And there's a Skarmory in the back. Okay, that's okay. We can do this. This is still possible. Alright, so we're going to go for the neutral Ice Punch here. Neutral because Ice is super effective. and then Steel resists. Steel resists. Wait. Yeah, Steel resists ice. Anyway, I come in with the Diggersby. Gotta be going straight Fire Punch here. The opponent did build up to a Brave Bird. I was trying to force the CMP tie, but they did a very nice job of offsetting the moves so that it was not a technical. It was an offset CMP tie. So he actually got to go second. Whereas normally, if it was a CMP tie, I would lose the CMP tie. He would go first. Anyway, doesn't really matter. That's a lot of stuff that's confusing to explain. All right, so Umbreon comes in, and we know this is happening. But these foul plays do barely anything really. So we are just going to tank these foul plays and have fun with it. And as soon as I can, I'm going into the Medicham. There we go. Coming in with the Medicham. We're going to hit the Ice Punch right away. We just want to do as much damage to this thing as possible. So there we go. And they are still stuck in here, and they're going to be forced to throw a foul play. But they do a very nice catch onto their Skarmory, which is a nice sack, but I don't think it's not really helping you in the situation. Because I have a Fire Punch here, so I'm just going to throw that right away. I don't want to risk getting hit by a Sky Attack. That would probably take me out. So I go for the Fire Punch, and then Umbreon comes in. Should be able to get to a... Oh, no. Okay. I thought they were going to get to a foul play, but I would actually survive the foul play anyway. So either way, we're able to take out the Umbreon, and that is that. All right. Last battle. I did like 15 and went 4-1, 5-0, 5-0. So just so you know. All right, picking up a lead against the Galvantula. How do you deal with this one? This is kind of a tough one. All right, so we're going for the extra counter there. As you saw, I was not trying to throw any moves there. So now we actually have a Psychic. Well, one more counter. We have a Psychic. We're going to go straight for the Psychic. We are debuffed now because of that lunge, but that's okay. We land the Psychic. Now we switch into the Walrein, and the opponent comes in with a Skarmory, and we can actually beat Skarmory. Just going straight Icicle Spear here, as long as you hit all the bubbles. I don't know why I was having trouble with hitting bubbles today. I think my frame rate was dropping, and it was like not recognizing my finger as much. Yeah, see, like I'm missing bubbles even though I'm like really trying to hit him. So either way, we force the CMP tie, and apparently Walrein wins CMP over Skarmory. That is good news to have. We're going to shield that up, and now we're going to be over-farming, and going for the Icicle Spear here. This should be taking it out or getting the last shield. So it does take it out. Let's see what comes back in. It's a Politoed. Okay, we're going to actually switch. We are one Powder Snow away from an Earthquake. Remember that. One away. All right, so we tank the Weather Ball. The opponent comes in with a Galvantula. They maybe thought that they could survive those counters longer, but they cannot. So they are actually going for a Weather Ball here, and I shield this because I know I can get to the Psychic, and this is going to force the shield or do a lot of damage. So that's why I shielded that. I don't know if the shield was worthwhile, but that's okay. So the defense has fallen, and they realize the counters are doing a lot, so they throw a Weather Ball, which may have been a mistake on their behalf. And now I can come in probably with Diggersby. No, I have an Earthquake. I forgot. Yeah, I said that. I was one away from an Earthquake. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we take out the Politoed. Man, having Earthquake on an Ice and a Water type is absolutely clutch. Let's play a bonus battle. We'll see what we got here. So this is a team that I've talked about, and I think... I might do a full video on. A lot of you guys wanted to see that, so let's see how we play this out. So we picked up a positive lead, and then we get a Frostlass safe switch. We are going to be baiting with the Avalanche, and let's see how big this man's cojones are. So we go for the bait. Oh, that's literally Mars-sized cojones. Those are some massive eggs right there. All right, so we shield that up, and then they come in. And I'm going to let this Shadow Ball come through. It's going to do a lot of damage here. But that's okay. I should still be able to farm down because those Powder Snows are double resisted there. And now let's see what's coming back in. So they come back in with the Torterra. I'm going to be going for the Drill Peck, which hits for super effective damage. We're going to go down to these neutral Razor Leafs, and they were taking neutral from the Waterfalls as well. Obviously, we're going to be coming back in with the Frostlass, but I took a while to switch out, so I'm actually going to wait my switch timer because they're going to be able to switch before I can. They have a Bastiodon, and I have lost my Bastiodon counter, and Polion is gone. Whatever shall I do? We're going to go for the Shadow Ball. Now we come in with the Drapion, and this is going to be a rough uphill battle. Let's see how we can do it. So we're going to go straight Aqua Tail. This is going to be hitting for super effective and doing basically nothing, but it will be doing something. I said basically nothing, but it will be doing actually something. It's just a little bit, but it's enough. So we shield up the Stone Edge. We should be able to get to 2 Aqua Tails before they get to their next move, their next Stone Edge. So we're going to be going for the first Aqua Tail. Getting this shield? No, not getting the shield. That's unfortunate. So we need to get this shield away from them. We need to get rid of the Bastiodon. Okay, they actually give up switch and come in with the Torterra. I'm trying to switch. I save the Crunch for later, and we come in with the Frostlass. We know we're going down here, but we just wanted to do a lot of damage with these Powder Snows as they are double super effective. And as you can see, we did a lot of damage there. So now we can overfarm, and we get 2 Aqua Tails. 1 for the Torterra, which hits for neutral because grass resists and ground takes super effective from water. And then 1 for the Bastiodon, who has a charge move loaded but loses the CMP tie. And this should be taking the game. Shadow Drapion coming in clutch in that battle. There are so many battles like that. It's definitely a team that requires some skill to use, but it is a ton of fun. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. Also, if you went on to enjoy this video, I really would appreciate it if you left a like down below. Really does help out the performance of this channel. And if you didn't know, this is my full-time job. This is how I make my money. It's not great money, but I appreciate you guys, all your support. And also want to give a huge shout out to my patrons. I don't shout them out enough. I know that at the end of every video, I list their names and I name them off and all that, but I don't think there's enough thanks going to those people. I really appreciate you guys, because without you, I would not be able to do this as a career. I would not be able to continue making these videos, or I could, but I would not be making enough money to survive. In fact, now I'm making barely enough money to survive, but with the Patreon money, it's just such a huge help, and I really appreciate you guys so much. So either way, and also everybody who watches these videos, you guys are absolutely amazing. You made me who I am today. If you want to go back and look at my very first videos, they're super awkward. I didn't know what I was doing, but thanks to JeevesPeabody, who is my fiance, she kept pushing me and pushing me and pushing me until I found my groove, and I got into a place where I thought, hey, maybe I can do this. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons: Running Froggy, The North Star, JR91, Dracobound, Nuclear Ninjas, Ankleweights, Umidia Lara, K, Bigler Banks, DJ Mimsy, Sawyer Man, Clapton Caveman, Moach, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Kid Kulek, Will M, Edward O'Neill, Infamous One, Daniel Timms, Ray Rafik, Insubin, Stash Shoe, Richard, Madhouse655321, Pineapple Pidgey, Doug J Dempsey, Max, Arbor Andy, and JD3D and Chaotic.